Alright! Break the art. 15th of March or 16. I don't know. I'm exhausted. This is gonna be interesting. I'm only doing this once. This one take. It's a neighbor's dog. They got a new puppy and like barks at a squirrel hiccup from the interstate. It's non-stop barking. It's actually one of my favorites so far. Started out, I was gonna do like a rhino spaceship, but it was one of those things that just kind of abstract. And I seen an Eskimo riding a dinosaur. I was like, how awesome is that? I figure, you know, add some family elements to it. A little bit of peril. Something going on. Don't want to freeze to death. Right, I hear it's, you know, still at the infant stages. I gave her some spurs to spur it on, but then I noticed her leg is a little small and old crazy like. I was like, oh, we have a visitor in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. That's my sister. She's checking up on me, making sure I'm not having a seizure or nothing. Hey, you know, just throw a baby in there. Gotta have the baby sometimes, and I don't know. I kind of shows things different. Everybody shows like, you know, designers, just some guy standing by a big city, or you know, something uber violent and everything. But yeah, a lot more happens in stories sometimes, and I don't know. I used to what's that name? Norman Rockwell. Is that the guy that drew all the emotional people with the like freckles and zits and?
Yep, that would be Norman.
Yeah, I used to not like him. It's like, this is boring. Why am I looking at school teachers? But it captures emotions. That's kind of what's inspiring me. It's like, I looked at the baby. I was like, you know, if I was a baby, how do I know I wouldn't be having fun in this situation? I want to be smart enough to know that, you know, I'm in peril. But then again, I was afraid of lightning until I was like, what, like 18?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I was like 14. I was definitely afraid of lightning and heights. Afraid of a lot of things, but got over it. It's part of life. That's how it goes. I really like that Mamek brush. That's a good one. It makes a good, like, leathery texture. It's real fun. I had to do 2 takes. Kind of dozed off there for a second and trailed along. But yeah, this is about the time. Changed her up, kind of. She started to get her identity. It's gonna have a cool ski mask. It's like, we'll just go at a hide jacket, full Eskimo on Beatrice, the dinosaur. Yeah, I named her Beatrice. She looks like a Beatrice because she came out of much ado about nothing. Yeah, I kind of gave her an overbite because I think the what's that called? The bridle? No, the bit. Yeah, that's what horses chomp on. The bit. I think the bit kind of pushed the schnauz forward a little bit. Give her a little bit of an overbite. You know how horses always looking funny when they got the bit in their mouth. Just, I don't know. This is a long time. This is like 10 minutes. This is ridiculous. And I got it. Let's see. I got to render the videos twice at 900% and then 600%. So that's like 1200%. Wait, 6, 9, 14, 15, 1500%. Let's a cheerful baby. Let's have fun. It's like I might have been afraid of Aladdin at 18, but I bet you if there's like a Attila the Hun baby, he'd be having a blast. This is a good old time. I haven't, you know, I like the breath, but I don't know, it's just not quite foggy breath to me. If any of you guys You Photoshop pros know how to get good cold breath. Just leave a comment. And Aurora Borealis too. That was very frustrating. I couldn't get it to look the way I wanted. It's like I even used references and everything. It just didn't quite work out. And I left it. I mean, it's alright, I guess. And here, because this is an organic piece that birthed itself into existence, because like I said, Rhino spaceship. You can always tell when I do my organic pieces if I don't know what to do with an area. I seem to default steps. Well, yeah. What go here that's pretty, as steps. Yep. I don't know what to do with this area, so I'm going to put some steps there. And then my shadows. I'm finally learning to just bite the bullet, rip the band-aid off, and step down my turkey's done. Step down my value colors through colors versus doing a separate layer for shadows and a separate layer for lights, because it just makes it look muddy. I can't get it crisp enough, even with control click layer tricks and everything. It's just not right. And I thought the reason why I avoided actually mixing colors, doing the color value scale with the picker and everything, I thought it would take a long time. It's not this piece, but one of the next pieces where it's like brain not functioning. It's a future piece. That's what I'm trying to say. A future piece that I really started mixing them. With a separate layer for shadows, that works real good if you're trying to show a little bit of texture and like the cracks in the saddle to show the vision. Separate layer works good for that. Real good. And also if you want to limit opacity. If you're afraid that you make something too dark, make a separate layer. Put the opacity at 50% and you'll never go past 50%. To safeguard yourself and keep yourself out of trouble. Yeah, it's grueling. It takes a long time. Get a little quicker though. Working on the efficiency. About, let's see, the Baby Godzilla Donkey Kong hybrid algae guy. That thing took like 14 hours. Then this one was down to 10. I think I had a 4-hour one in there somewheres. So, I mean, it varies. It depends on what you're doing. If you're doing simple palm trees, it's easy peasy. I think the palm trees only took me a couple hours. Wasn't too bad. This one, I believe, was 10. They're all give or take, because sometimes I leave the recording on. I always gotta edit that out. You'll see sometimes a little flash of a YouTube video. Or take a YouTube break. Watch some Crash Course or something. Get some inspiration. Outside influence. That's a happy baby. Definitely looks like a happy baby to me. Definitely wanted it happy. But it does look like it's crying too. But it's art. It's left for interpretation. There's audience participation in this piece. You can decide what's going on here and what's happening. That's about it for this one. If you're still with me, thanks for watching. Check out the vignette I didn't use. Wound up getting rid of it. I was going to use the vignette, and then I'm always unsatisfied with it, and I take it away. But it's worth a shot. You never know. Sometimes it really works. Sometimes it doesn't. Hit or miss. Just like the random steps of life. You never know where it's going to lead unless you've been there before. Alright, take it easy. Later.